Hello, my name is Levi Aldridge. I am the founder and owner of Tiger Moving, a local residential moving company based out of Missouri, and I'm also the co-founder of Relofy. So thanks so much for taking the time to check out this Relofy tutorial video. I'm going to try to keep it brief and just run through the basics of Relofy and how it works. First, to create a move board, you'll hit this blue button in the top left corner that says Create Move. You'll select a tile and you will type in the board title. I always prefer to put the customer's first and last name as the title. On this page, you'll put the customer's contact information and their phone number and their email address as well. You can put as many contacts per profile as you would like. For this case scenario, we'll just do one contact, and we'll move on to the next page and put the customer's pickup location. And the software is integrated with OpenStreetMap. So as you're typing in the address, it will auto-generate the suggested location and pinpoint with very good accuracy the location that you're putting in. You can also add multiple pickup locations if you need as well. For this case scenario, we'll just put one pickup location. On the next page, we'll specify what property type that pickup location is. In this case, we'll say it's a single family home, one floor, meaning that there are no stairs. Over here, it will auto generate all of these rooms that would be in each different property type. These are all editable, so you can click this red button on the right to delete a room, and you can also put in a new room here at the bottom by typing in the room's name and hitting this addition button. So moving on to the next page, we will select how many stairs there are on each respective floor. In this one floor single family home, I'm going to say that there's 3 steps to get up into the home. And the next thing we'll do is select the distance to truck. What this is specifying is the distance that we can park the truck from the street or driveway to the front door or whatever access door we're going to be working in and out of at the property. So in this case, they have a driveway, and we can back the truck up within 1 to 59 feet of the front door. And here you can either check mark the elevator box or the walkout basement box if there is an elevator on site that we'll be using, or if there is a walkout basement door if there is a basement in the home. So moving on to the next page, this is where we will upload our inventory photos. So most typically, the estimator will just be using an iPad or tablet, and we'll have this pulled up while doing the walkthrough. And as they're taking pictures room to room, click this Choose Files button per room and just snap a photo of that room and upload it to the respective room. So that way, all of the inventory photos are categorized by room. In this case, I have all of the photos just saved into a folder on my computer. So this would be a case scenario where the customer maybe sends the photos in via email or uploads the photos to your website, and you're just going in on the back end and uploading all of the photos to their profile all at once. Typically for a situation like this, I'll just delete out all of these rooms, and I won't really go through and categorize them by room. But definitely the best way to do it is to categorize the photos by room when we're doing the estimate in person and uploading these photos directly to each room. So the next thing that we'll do is inventory label all of the items. So we have an inventory database with pretty much every item you can possibly think of that you'd find inside of any living space, home, apartment, condo. And as you're typing in that item, it will auto-populate and pull up for you what that item is. So as you can see, we're just going through and labeling all of this inventory. got a medium-sized TV stand. And what I also will recommend doing is estimating how many boxes you're going to have in each photo, and you can adjust the quantity of each inventory item by hitting this up arrow or down arrow, or you can just select a custom amount and type it in. The other thing that I recommend doing is taking a picture of the kitchen and just going through and estimating the box counts per cabinet drawer as you are inventorying that kitchen, just to make sure that all of the boxes are well accounted for. Now that we've uploaded all of the inventory, we will click next and select single family home to single family home move. And here we will type in the drop-off address. And we will specify what the property type is of this address. We'll say that this is a single family home 2-floor, meaning that there is a set of stairs either into a basement or upstairs. So here it'll auto-populate the rooms that you'd find on each respective floor in this 2-level single family home. We'll specify how many steps per respective floor at this property. And we will select the distance to truck, specifying what kind of access we can get. And here I'll say that this is a basement. Since this is a 2-floor, we'll say it's a basement, and we'll select that it has a walkout door that we can work in and out of and carry items in and around the house. We'll select our truck that we're going to be using and kind of dispatch out route plan which locations these trucks are going to go to. In this case, it's a very small move. We're just going to be using one truck, so we're going to have truck A at both the load and unload address. But if there are multiple drop-off locations and different trucks are going to different drop-off locations, you can specify that however you need. And on the automated bill, it will calculate the mileage charges and the travel charges depending on how you route planned this move. So moving on, it'll pre-select our load rate by cubic foot per man hour given the specifications of the property at the pickup location, and likewise for the drop-off location. And then we'll click the next button and it'll auto-generate the moving estimate for us. So here we can see that the total move time is 4 to 5 hours. It's estimating that the load time is going to be 2.31 to 2.81 hours. The transport time is going to be very, very short, as these two locations, both the pickup location and drop-off location are very close to each other. It'll estimate the unload time, giving us the total move time, and then the travel time. This is the total distance or the total time that it's going to take us to go from our warehouse to the pickup location and from the drop-off location back to our warehouse. So this time gets added on to give us the total time with travel. And it will calculate the travel fee as well as the truck fee and add that to the total cost estimate of $704.27 to $874.27. If we want to add any supplies to the bill, say we want to add a shrink wrap, we can do so here and just click add, and that will be added to the total estimate as well. So we will hit submit, and from here, the job board has been created, the inventory is properly organized, and the moving estimate has been generated. So once this loads, I'll show you this job board where you can drag and drop the items to the drop-off location, and you can see the final estimate updating as we're moving more inventory over to this drop-off location column. You can invite the customer to come in and join the software and just view their job board page, just view this page, so that they can drag and drop their inventory and make more price sensitive and price discerning decisions as to what inventory they want to be moved or where they want their inventory moved. And this is most helpful if there's multiple drop-off locations. We could drag and drop inventory into different columns, specifying a different price given the mileage charges and truck rate charges as well. So moving on from this, we will go in and check mark next to the customer's name and click this drop down arrow, and we will download a PDF. And once this loads, we will go in and basically have a downloaded PDF that we can either email to the customer or upload to another CRM system that you may use to schedule and book your moves. But this will at least give you a very thorough description of all of both the price as well as all of the inventory. And if you do this by room, it will even tell you which room each inventory item or each photo was taken in. So this can obviously be downloaded very easily. And moving on from that, if we want to invite this customer to go in and view their job board, we would just say invite, type in that customer's name, and say send invitation. And now the customer will receive an email where they're easily invited to log on and view their job board and basically interact with the software in this regard, dragging and dropping their inventory and making those decisions on what items they want to go where, and seeing the price differentiation accordingly as well. So that's a very brief tutorial of Relofy. There's a lot more to unpack in how this system works and how the calculations work in getting the final moving estimate generated for you. But all of those variables are fully customizable, so they can be perfectly curated for your operation, your crew, whatever your crew's efficiencies may be. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm the owner of Tiger Moving, a residential moving company based out of Missouri. I've had huge success with Relofy and integrating it into the sales process at my company. We've seen huge increases in our sales conversion rates, our estimating accuracy, and just our overall customer satisfaction, in allowing customers to have a lot more insight and a lot better discernment in making those decisions of whether they want to, take items to a donation center or whether or not they want those items to go into storage or just moving all of those items over to their new place. Whatever the situation might be, they have a lot more clarity and better discernment making those decisions, and just our overall customer satisfaction has increased substantially through the use of Relofy. So I'd love to connect with any of you. My Calendly link is at the bottom of the email that was sent to you. I'd love to hop on and chat with you and unpack more about Relofy, and I truly appreciate your all's time. Thanks.